like Wizard of Oz right now. It's like Sam's back there behind the curtain.
Don't look at me. All right. I can't do fingers. Now you're like.
Yo, welcome
everybody.
back.
We forgot last week was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, so we didn't stream last week.
All those promises that we would do the next challenge didn't happen, but it's a chronologically challenged challenge.
Basically. But we're back. We have guests again.
Yeah.
We're guests.
Megan, Dustin.
That's me.
That's right.
So tell everybody
I'm
a little
Megan,
bit about
this is
yourself.
Dustin. Sorry, wrong one.
That should just be your intro now. Yeah, tell everybody what you do, like where they can find you and everything. And I'm gonna start sharing
You
this.
go.
My
Megan.
name's Dustin Godwin, otherwise known as Megan. I'm an assistant director. I've worked with Viacom, Hulu, Netflix, and you can find me at the real Dustin Godwin.
There it
Isn't
is.
Just the Dustin
Oh,
Godwin.
yeah, the Dustin
The
Godwin.
Dustin Godwin.
All those accounts like that.
They just get
Wait, no,
confusing.
that's is that your YouTube?
No, my YouTube's not like fully up
Yeah,
there.
but- We're just
Later.
doing
We'll
YouTube.
promote that
Okay.
later.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'm Megan. Hi, Elise. Megan Elise is what I call myself. Because that's my middle name and it's better, and no one can pronounce my last name.
Wow.
So-
So I didn't know. I always said Alice. Elise.
It's
That
Elise.
makes so much more sense.
Yeah, Elise isn't really a.
That's like something you get when you get a car, right? You lease a
Elise,
car.
Uh-huh.
Elise.
Oh, you get Elise. That's literally how I tell people to say it. It's Elise. It's Elise.
That's the easiest way to explain it.
So my YouTube channel, where I talk about a lot of random things, which include him, is Megan Elise. So how you spell that is MaeGanAlys is how you say all of that.
How you say all that's not in the title of it, but that's how
That would be
you say
funny
it.
because it'd be a long
It'd
username.
be a really long username.
Hey, what's up, Yank Yank? Did it say hill? I think that's supposed to say hi. Or
Oh.
our hill is a greeting in another
Hi with
culture.
3 exclamation points.
Yeah.
Hey.
I love that name and the picture together. Yank Yank, and then it's like yin yang.
Oh yeah.
It's like, almost like a baby just can't say the word yet.
Hang Kong.
It's a yank yang.
So we had Megan and Dustin at a party, actually funny, at the Cloud House.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called?
That's
Well-
what it originally was. No, I think the Cloud House is next
like
door.
next
That's
door.
next door.
Right.
But this was if you know LA, there's carbon copies of everything. This is like literally like next door. So was that the I don't know what it's officially called. We're probably not supposed to be talking about it. We were like some like famous YouTuber's house party.
It wasn't
thing.
a famous YouTuber's house. It was just some random
Like-
music producer's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a rental thing, like, cause like it's
It
the
was
same,
a lease.
Yeah. Well, it's the same house that you may have seen in Shane Dawson documentaries.
Yes.
That's what I'll put in
Yes,
there.
and Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Oh, really? Mr. Beast too?
Well,
He-
next door.
Next door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like with the rice guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Mis-
Rice Gum? Oh,
Right.
Rice
I'm,
Gum,
I'm
yeah.
so, I'm so
Rice
out
Gum.
of like. So Mr. Beast and Rice Gum will work together?
On a collab at the house next door to the house we were at.
Okay, gotcha. Well, but just the two of them work together. It's like,
No, but it was like it was a challenge where a bunch of people were like
And
staying
they had
up
like
forever.
20 YouTubers on a roof, and then there was a
Couldn't
Gotcha.
sleep, had weights on them. It was,
Whoa.
It was
Okay,
a whole
gotcha.
thing, yeah.
I have comments about places like that out there, but I'll keep them to myself because I want to work again. But it was a really bougie party out there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Glad we
Hell
got
yeah.
to talk.
Thumbs up on
And-
Facebook. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is I don't know if you said that or maybe I wasn't listening, but we're simulcasting to like 6 or 7 platforms right now, all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't know how that works, but okay.
we have
Yeah.
our unified chat here
Well-
that has all of the things.
Okay.
For us as creators, you download an app to your phone or your computer,
Is that what you sent
and
me?
then
Did you send me?
I send you the links to the broadcast so you can share them
I'm
out.
gonna look at it.
But for the apps, you just have the app and you hit start and it just goes. And it was so easy that the first time we got the beta from these guys, we accidentally went live. So that's how easy it was. But all these folks back here make it work. So every time we push a button, it's something like all these guys are doing.
Yep.
And we don't understand.
Okay.
I'm not a computer programmer. So, but they've been really, really great about feature set and like fixing things.
Yeah,
So
That's cool.
we've been good beta testers.
we've been using it for over a year now, maybe longer. Can't remember. Time flies out here.
It's the best for us so far.
Because we're speaking of music, we're musicians. So like figuring out how to like be on camera was like a whole nother thing. Let alone how to like live stream and run. We made a joke like last week. We finally like kind of learned how to use OBS a little bit.
What
And
is
it's-
that?
OBS, that's a streaming program I was going to use to multicast that one guy's dick ripped us off.
You know that meme of like the golden retriever like with his hands on a bunch of controls and he's like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like with OBS with us.
Okay.
It's like I don't.
Not
See, with
sure.
me, it was actually kind of easy because I started off directing in like broadcast stuff, so I was able to use it. And OBS is like a free version of that.
That's a
so
good
it really
way because
worked out well.
I used to work in AV, so I didn't do the producing, but I worked with producers and stuff, and it's like a digital version of Switch Room.
I
That's a
used
good-
to, and still to this day, don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
So.
But any like OBS is probably the easiest way. Like a lot of gamers stream. It's probably the
Okay.
most predominant thing.
Yeah.
It's open source, which is good and bad. It's good so that like like Apple or Microsoft doesn't have like sole proprietorship over it, but also like it's harder to find answers to things
Okay.
because the version you have might have been modified from some 12-year-old that knows computer programming or something, But it's a really powerful thing. I mean, that's probably what Sam's running right now. I don't know. The beautiful thing is Sam knows how to do all that. So when we walk in this room, we just say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
And he's running everything. Adea? Oh, is that French?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, and good morning to Dinah.
From Philippines.
Philippines.
All right.
I know Jatha me means I love you, so they're saying I love something
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
to us.
Awesome.
It's probably
That's all I
goldfish
know.
because goldfish are right here.
Dude. Well, welcome, guys.
I ate 2 cartons of goldfish
Good morning.
last night.
It is afternoon for us.
I am going to continue Breath of the Wild. Last week. I'm so used to saying that, but
Yeah.
it's been like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, but last week for the
Well,
stream.
time is just construct, so
Yeah,
That's right.
Especially
Last
in
I mean,
LA.
it's morning in the Philippines, so.
It's morning to me
Ooh.
because I was
A
up
little loud.
late and I woke up an hour before coming here.
So I'm going to continue playing. This is expansion pack 2 of Breath of the Wild, Zelda, Link, all of your favorites.
And both of you said
Um,
you played this?
But you played a lot
played
more.
I
Played it a
played
little
it
bit,
for
right?
like almost an hour.
I've
when it
watched
first
my
came
cousin
out.
play
It's
it.
a really fun
He's
game.
played it for an hour times 400.
Yeah. I probably have about 400
Honestly,
hours into
this
this.
does compete with Ocarina of Time. I really loved Ocarina of Time, but playing this for the limited amount I did,
Yeah.
it brought back
That was
memories.
your favorite one, right?
Ocarina of Time is the reason I love Zelda to this day, and then this game was the closest thing to that for me. Yeah, so like literally, you have to unlock all this stuff on the map.
So pull up the
when-
map.
when you
I mean,
start.
pull up the path thing.
Oh, the path.
So there's a thing that tracks where he walks in here.
Yeah, so when you buy the DLC, it comes in like a dual pack now where you get both expansion pack 1 and 2. And part of the pack is this hero's path mode where I hit X and then it shows me
Everywhere
everywhere
he's wandered.
everywhere I've walked. And that's so funny.
It looks
You-
like silly string.
yeah.
Are the skulls where you died?
The skulls actually are enemies that I've defeated that I wanted to mark. Like I can delete that. I actually put that there.
So you like remember where they are. or
Yeah, so that way, like, you can warp to any of these shrines once you unlock them, and then these are towers you unlock as well. I'm actually going to go to this tower here, so we'll travel to this tower. Because I forgot I already unlocked this, or I already defeated the enemies for the second shrine. So expansion pack 2 is called the Champion's Ballad, and in the game there's 4 champions that are since been dead, but the spirits help you beat this game. And part of the Champion's Ballad is once you defeat all these shrines, you get more memories. Because in the beginning of the game, Link actually lost all his memories and has been asleep for 1,000 years when this game starts. It gets pretty deep.
It's every 30-something-year-old's dream.
So this weapon here, the reason I have no life in this weapon is because Champion's Ballad allows you to have this one-hit obliterator weapon, so that any enemy will die in one hit. But the caveat is that I have only one hit to die as well.
What's the counter for it? It says 3, 2, 1.
I put on a defense earlier,
Oh.
and then realized that it won't help me. I just let it run out.
So I heard that Indiana Jones was a big inspiration for the original Legend of Zelda.
That's great.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I love that.
The original. Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
Not yet.
Right,
I've
okay.
been wanting one for a while, but it's hard to convince myself to get one when I'm
Yeah.
working, and then when I'm not working, I'm trying to up my game and continue working. So
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's been a rough patch.
I will.
Also, I don't let him.
Oh.
So,
I will say I'm not trying to like support like procrastination or anything or like wasting time. I didn't have a system for decades.
And that's one right there, right?
Yeah, that's actually his. But then Mortal Kombat 11 came out, so I bought a Switch just for that because that's like my game. And I haven't I thought it was going to be a huge distraction. It's as long as I can keep like a good mind about it. It's like in between like when something's like rendering or like it's like little bits and pieces. I can't speak for this game necessarily, but MK11. I mean, I think I maybe put like one or two like strong like full days in. Oh yeah, this is the same one. So this whole pit of spikes, we spent the whole last episode getting past this pit.
I forgot I didn't finish this part.
And then when he got to the other side and turned the corner, there was a spike that just like stabbed him in the face. So that's where we left off.
So I have these like ruins that help me. Oh, I forgot I was freeze.
This is like National Treasure on crack.
Right?
Jump on it.
Well, one of the cool things about the Switch is that there's a service called Nintendo Online, and it's basically like their cloud service, so you can save your games, your progress up to the cloud. The thing is, it's like super cheap. It's like $20 for like the whole year, or like $3 a month or something like that. But with it, they have all the retro Nintendo games, and the original Zelda is one of those. So you can actually play the original Zelda on the Switch. So I was doing that. The beautiful thing is, the original Zelda you could save anyway, but with all the retro games, you can set like a save state. So you can continue even like in the middle of the jump, save, and like come back to it. So for a while until Mortal Kombat came out, I was like chipping away at that, like a little bit at a time.
This is a little bit more difficult.
I remember having the original map, the original Zelda that actually fold out.
That's
map.
right.
You
Mark.
jot down all the little spots and the tips and tricks where you get the swords and stuff.
And it took me a while to remember there's a spot where like, it's like this, it's like a grid, like if you keep going left, it'll just keep looping you on the same section, but you can't remember the right, like left, east, left, then you end up in a separate.
I think it was the graveyard, wasn't it?
That was one of them. There was one that was just like a plain, like forest thing.
I'm gonna hit myself with that.
So he's got to fly past all these like.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Nope.
Don't you have the grappling hook? Can you switch to the
Nah.
grappling hook and?
They don't have a grappling hook in this one.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
It is a bit overwhelming though, because I thought it was like I'm gonna get a Switch, I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat, and it's gonna be it. For the most part, that's been it. But then every once in a while, it's like, oh, there's like 4 Zelda games coming out this year, and it's like, also how? I think either this morning or last night, Nintendo also announced a new accessory for the Switch. Did you see that trailer? It looks like a tiny little hoop like this big. It's like a steering wheel that flexes. So it looks like a workout thing that like Superman numbers will tell you, like, cause they had this. The trailer just said like coming September 12th, and you put the controllers like in the wheel thing, and then it showed people like put it between their legs and stretch and like work out. I was like, I don't know what this is. I guess they're gonna add like kind of remember the Wii Fit.
I know their earnings are coming out today or tomorrow for their stock.
It's got to be massive.
I almost made so much money off them when the Switch came out, but I sold my stock just 2 days too early. Because Nintendo was doing really bad at the time. They were like at $12 a stock.
Yeah.
I bought like thousands of them because I knew the Switch was coming out. I'm like, Switch is going to save them. A month later, the Switch wasn't doing too well.
There it is.
All the games haven't came out yet at the time. None of it's happening. So I'm like, oh man, they're going to go the same as Sega and Dreamcast. Like just software only. So I'm like, I'm going to take my money out. 3 days later, skyrocketed.
I wonder, like what release?
Oh god,
jolted them.
There was no specific release. People just realized how
bracket.
fun the system is.
That is true. I didn't have a huge amount of faith until we went over to a friend. Actually, Zach, who was on the show with us, we went to his house to play Smash Brothers. And that game's okay to me, but when I was like seeing what the Switch did, I was like, okay.
Please don't die. What the? Oh.
That's mostly what happened last time. It varies.
You step on a spike, you die.
Yeah.
So
But that doesn't make any sense.
It's like you get a
Spike being,
paper
like,
cut, and then I mean,
Literally.
he gets stabbed by a skeleton, he's okay, but he gets
Yeah.
a little prick from a dead.
It's a it's like video game logic. When we were playing Mortal Kombat here, there's this place called the Crypt, and like it has like a bunch of rewards for you, and like these like giant base jar things. You have to smash them, but like if you miss them by like a millimeter, like it just wouldn't break. So you have to like angle perfectly every time and just like smash. Like why is this complicated?
Remember Sub-Zero back in the day?
Like
The role-playing game Sub-Zero.
oh yeah, yeah. I actually want to play that.
I haven't played that in so long.
It's
great.
horrific, but yeah. Well, because it's so like.
Well, back then it's horrific. Or no, now it's horrific.
Now
Back
it's
then it was pretty fun.
Kinda. It still failed though because of the game mechanics. Like it was so hard to play because it was a side-scrolling thing, but it had 3D elements. So remember that very first level? It had the windmill where the things were like rotating this way.
Yeah.
You had to like jump and like land on it and like it was like really really odd, but it did set up a lot of lore for the Mortal Kombat universe. Actually, before we started playing Breath of the Wild, we played through all of story mode of Mortal Kombat 11 on the stream.
It was pretty
Pretty
dope.
And it was on par to like Avengers Endgame for me. It was huge. It ended the Mortal Kombat era. They'll probably make more games later, but like, ooh,
Spike.
I hear they're making another movie, another series of movies.
Yeah, it's gonna start filming the beginning of next year and come out 2021.
They already have most of it casted too, right?
There's a lot of cast, but nobody that I'm like really hyper aware of.
No.
Like when they mentioned like, oh, that's the guy from Black Mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that episode, but that was about it. So I'm cautiously optimistic. James Wan's the producer.
Yeah.
He did like the Conjuring stuff, and, Aquaman, I think. I don't think he's directing, so we'll see. I mean, it'd be cool if they went like a little bit of a horror route.
They should, because Mortal Kombat's supposed to be dark.
Yeah. Did you see the original movies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it
Of what?
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
So the first one, when it came out, was like, somebody on the live stream can correct me, but it was like the highest grossing action film like ever
Oh, really?
at the time. Because it was also the first video game movie, really. I mean, there's other video game movies that came out, so like
Street Fighter, but we don't talk
yeah,
about that.
Street Fighter like was a weird thing with Capcom trying to control the characters and stuff, and then like Mario Brothers was just like a travesty. But then Mortal Kombat came out, and everybody's like, this isn't like the game, but it's pretty alright. And like a lot of people went to go see it. Then the sequel came out, it was super rushed, and it was like the complete opposite. It's like the worst thing you've ever seen.
Jags with the mechanical arms, they weren't really great.
Yeah, they were great, and it was just a totally different person. Like half the cast, they just replaced without explaining.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, and
It's so annoying.
and one of the main characters they killed literally 15 seconds in. It's like at the end of the previous movie, they were like, "Oh, now we're gonna go on an adventure," and like Johnny Cage is like, "Let's go," and then the beginning of the next movie, he's like, "Let's go," and then he snaps his neck and he dies.
Like Samuel L. Jackson, most of his movies.
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea, he's in there for a few minutes, and all of a sudden he's dead.
But there's also scenes where like, for some reason they keyed out the sky to put in a darker sky, but you can clearly see all the lines and stuff. And then there's parts where like,
You weren't gonna survive that one. It was
Definitely
nice try.
not.
It was a nice try.
and then there were parts where like Raiden is like flying across the screen and he's at like slow-mo frame rate, but everyone else around him is at regular frame rate. You know,
yeah.
like there's just things that like it's like
It's very odd, and like why?
yeah, like low budget like YouTube video like kind of like ideas like let's key him in, but no one pays attention to like what frame rates everything's going
It's
at.
cool because he looked like smoother and faster than everybody else.
I mean, relatively to like
The regular, 30 frame or 24 frame.
But then there was like a whole bunch of like logic things that didn't make sense. You know, there's like characters that can instantly teleport anywhere, but then they had like a transportation system for them. Like,
Just Kirby, you die with one hit because you have the obliterator on. If you take the obliterator off, there's another sword once you have no life.
Yeah.
And then once you go to battle the enemy you're trying to get, there's an obliterator back on, and that way you have longer life.
I wish that was the case, but unfortunately I can't unequip the weapon once I'm in the trial.
Oh, gosh.
I would
So
love.
you're stuck with that the entire.
That's the challenge.
It's definitely a challenge.
Otherwise, yeah, I would have 20 hearts. I'd have all my like power-ups and stuff.
And then when you go and face the big boss, you put the obliterator on.
Yeah. And then just one hit. But you got to do all this crazy crap first. Ah! Oh god.
Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it!
there you go. Now Spike.
But yeah. All right. It's my little parasail.
Is this the one that shot you in the face?
No.
This is one of these.
Yeah, I gotta use my camera better.
This is funny because this reminds me of like games on the original NES system. Because you would just have to do it several times and memorize incrementally like random things that happen.
Alright, so let me use the camera a little bit better. There we go.
What were your guys' like first systems?
Mine was an old PC with floppy disks.
Nice. Like
Forgot what kind of
the
PC it
big
was.
floppy disk or the 2.5?
The big
The
floppy
big
disks,
ones?
yeah.
Awesome.
I remember playing Ninja Turtles.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember what it was called. I just remember playing it on that and being like, this is the best thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like 2 frames a second.
Yeah.
I had the GameCube.
Oh, that's cool.
The
I
GameCube.
missed the GameCube era.
Really?
I
Yeah.
never got into GameCube.
Well, it was weird. So my first system was NES, and then right before I went to college, this is gonna really date me. PS1 came out. So the summer before I went to college, I bought a PS1 and a TV in my room, and I was like, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna be playing video games in a very long time or ever. And I played Resident Evil all summer. I beat it. Resident Evil 2, I beat it, and Final Fantasy 8. I don't think I beat that. Then I went to college, and then fast forward to about 6 months ago, and I started playing video games again. There was a good like 15 years in the middle there where I like missed out on GameCube. I missed out on like PS like 2 through 3.
Pretty much, yeah.
2, 3, and
those-
most of 4.
Like 2, 3
Like,
years.
Did you
in there.
play Dreamcast?
I didn't have Dreamcast. I had a Saturn.
What?
That really
Sega
gets me.
Saturn.
What's he
that
doing
is
here?
fun. Did you get the 32X expansion?
Over the Genesis?
Yeah.
I think at one point we had it, but there was only like a handful of
It
games
was a
for
Star
it.
Wars game, which probably was the
Ooh.
best Star Wars game.
I didn't have that.
until one of the Battlefields recently.
Yeah.
Because you actually got to fly the TIE Fighter and the
Yeah.
X-Wing, and it was a lot of fun.
I was definitely is this a minstrel?
Yeah,
Parrot minstrel thing?
in the game, he has these trials where he sings a song and then you have to decode like the lyrics to the map. Like he'll
So you
say
start
something
singing
about.
Katy Perry songs.
Yeah.
That'd be great though.
Oh boy, looks like you've been smoking something though.
Stand more than most of the burden to travel is for me. An ancient song, so he's gonna talk about a song again. Yeah, let's
what it
listen.
Would it be funny if he sings Firework?
It's close.
Yeah.
It's very close.
The original
Like the
film?
old-
What's up, Jules? Sorry, I haven't hit the chat in a little bit. Jan, what's up? Hello, hello. These names are crazy. Jules of Neptune,
Neptune, how's the weather over there?
Jana, Wizard, Co-Wizard.
So are these like hints to what you're supposed to be doing? Or?
Oh, I haven't even been paying attention.
No, I just don't know. How do these songs like usually work?
This is weird because I'm in a trial right now, so I don't know why Cass is here. So this is probably not part of the,
Oh, okay.
or maybe it is. I don't know, Cass. Because it's the same thing. He's telling me the same things he usually tells me.
Oh, okay.
What's sort of. So it is a part of this. So, oops, not that. Over here. So that doesn't show up as a quest either. Usually it'd be in side quests.
Gotcha.
But I've done everything in this game so far. So, see you later, Cass. I'll talk to you later. He's not going anywhere.
It's funny you mentioned Katy Perry because are you guys Moulin Rouge fans?
I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I love that movie. Like, have you seen it? I think it still holds up as far as like campy musicals and stuff. Do you like musicals?
Mhm.
So it's a Baz Luhrmann musical. Baz Luhrmann did the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
haven't
it's
seen that yet.
So it's like a very like heightened reality kind of thing. It's ridiculous, so it shouldn't be taken seriously. I mean, it's a really grandiose love story, but it's Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor, and it's Moulin Rouge and France and stuff. But all the songs are like current as of '99
Oh, okay.
instead of period, like 1800s. So they just opened up in Broadway, the Broadway version, but instead of doing,
Oh yeah, I saw that. My friend went to go see it.
I want to see it, but instead of doing the current songs from '99, they updated them to like current songs of like, I wouldn't say now, but I guess like Broadway shows take a long time to like workshop. So it's probably like current songs of like 4 years ago. But they updated everything, and Katy Perry, like Fireworks, part of the musical now.
Interesting.
There's a lot of current songs in there. But they kept like Lady Marmalade and Come What May.
That is what made the movie, like Marmalade.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That number was amazing.
It's funny because that song, you see like who stayed and who didn't, you know, because those were the queens at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was Christina Aguilera,
Mhm.
Maya, Lil Kim, and Pink were the singers, and Missy Elliott produced.
Okay.
And you look now and you're like, Christina's still around.
Pink
Wait,
is definitely still around.
Pink
she
is
had
around.
a concert like last year.
Yeah, and she
Two
has
of
a
them
new
in a row.
album.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really knows what happened to Maya. And Lil Kim, like, I feel like shows up for interviews sometimes. Missy Elliott just now having a comeback. You know, I mean, she was kind of like always
She
around.
disappeared for a while.
Yeah, I know she had like a thyroid issue, and then like she came back. I mean, I don't think anybody ever forgot about her, really, but she didn't have new music for a long
You can't
time.
forget about it. If you
Yeah.
think about milkshakes, you think about her.
No, that's Khalees.
Oh,
Yeah. You're thinking like Get Your Freak On,
no.
or Work It.
Milkshake cream on the board too.
Yeah,
damn right.
that's Khalees.
Oh.
Yeah. But she hadn't made music in a little while, and then Katy Perry had her halftime show at the Super Bowl, and she brought Missy Elliott on, and all these kids were like, it's like, who's this new rapper that Katy Perry brought out and stuff, and everybody was like, Missy's probably why some of the rappers you love sound the way they do. But Missy Elliott tweeted, she was like, actually I think it's really cool that they think music I made 20 years ago is current, because it just never got old, you know. So then, I want to say a couple weeks ago, she released her first album. It's like an EP more like, it's like 4 or 5 songs in like 14 years or something. And so she's like making a huge comeback right now. She just had she accepted like the Vanguard Lifetime Achievement Award at the VMAs.
Oh,
So
cool.
she did like a performance of like all her hits. Her performance, if you want to see like theatrics, it's insane. She did like all of her like number ones, but like she was in the. Do you remember The Rain? Like I can't stand the rain. And she's in that big like trash can,
Yeah.
trash bag thing. Like she like went from regular wardrobe to being the trash bag, and they like floated her around the stadium, and then she like landed and she like sang, and then they had a whole thing where she was as a scarecrow like up on a thing, and then like a UFO like goes over the stadium, and then like
This
one
is
of her
all live?
yeah, and then one
Wow.
of her dancers gets like abducted by the spaceship,
What the
and they like raise them up and things. I was like, this is insanity. But it was all stuff from her music video. They just did it like at a live
Oh, wow.
performance. What? Edward, what's up? Super. Are you commenting on Vince's playing here? I actually don't know what Vince is doing right now. So did you get past that one thing?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
I'm on to the next.
And just setting the forest on fire.
Yeah, he's I'm about to just come and snake this guy real quick.
I mean, that sounds like the world right now.
Yeah. Actually, so a couple weeks ago, this kind of worked out that we ended up not streaming here last week because our neighborhood was on fire.
Wow.
So a
That's
lot
good
of
reason.
so people saw in the news that like LA had its first like fire of the season, and that was the hill behind our house. So
Where do you live?
I'm gonna say on here, but yeah.
Near the fire.
But we
Okay.
can talk about it afterwards. I mostly say that because YouTubers in general have a doxing problem. We have had horrific stalker problems for some reason.
Really?
So like, we'll tell you about that off camera too.
Okay.
So people who watch our channel remember when it happened because it happened during a live stream.
Okay.
Quite disconcerting, just like crazy. But like no, but yeah, it was like right behind the hill of our house. And actually when
Wait,
I was
can't I look this up?
oh probably, but like the fire like it happened really fast, but they got it taken care of pretty quickly. And then I think maybe a week later, our friend Granny Pottymouth like posted an article that they had done an investigation and found out that it wasn't a natural fire. Like a lot of times, even if it's not natural, it's like someone like threw something away they caught on fire.
Yeah.
You know, apparently there's 2 guys that were trying to like murder an entire like homeless encampment, so they set it
Wow.
on fire. It sounds like a plot of a movie.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
I mean,
but-
that's LA.
But what's crazier is that they discovered it by following the fire pattern.
Oh, really?
to where the guy, and then using surveillance footage, found the guys who like started the fire. Like, it was wild. Like,
Yeah.
so, and now there's another fire kind of happening, like not in San Diego, but like nearby. I think that one's for real so far. Like, so
Yeah.
we're welcome to fire season in LA. Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
We just had a Hurricane Dorian, and
Yeah.
I think it's still kind of there. But I moved to California, and then Florida's not a scary place to live. 'Cause hurricanes, you see them, and they're like 7 days, 2 weeks, a month away, and
Yeah.
they get closer. You know they're coming. You know they're coming, and you can see
Yeah.
the weather patterns. You know when it's going to veer off. So most Floridians, they don't really worry about it.
Yeah.
But here, random fires, random earthquakes. You got random reptiles that can kill you. You got random spiders that can kill you. This is like the outback
Well,
for
see,
America.
but you guys got the reptiles. You have like alligators and
they,
crocodiles.
I
Alligators, but
literally
they're
went
under-
there. They literally had like a whole random patch of grass
Yeah.
that had random patch of giant lizards that were like this big.
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
Literally.
Iguanas or like Komodo
They're,
dragons.
they're-
and
They
stuff.
were
They're an
huge.
invasive
They were just
species,
random
so
walking around by
they're
the
just
church.
all over the place. Yeah,
Komodo dragons?
yeah,
So,
they kind of. But
You know,
not really.
you know what that,
Wow.
that
Yeah.
is here?
They were just like climbing trees.
It's like big iguanas.
You know what that is here is like parrots and like cockatiels and stuff. Because I guess like way back in like LA history, like a pet store or something like caught on fire, got broken into or whatever. They released into the wild. Now they've just been like
Taken over.
procreating in the
Yeah.
wild.
You'll just see a flock of green parrots fly by. And you're like, oh, that's not right.
Were you guys here when we had that huge butterfly infestation?
Yeah.
Like a few months ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Most adorable infestation.
Oh yeah.
Because you would walk outside and it's just like, they're not doing anything. They're just flying
When
by.
was this?
This was,
A few months ago, right?
I think last year.
Was it last year? Wow.
Yeah, it was last year. I think I was
Oh,
working on
alright.
Euphoria.
Okay. Or you were on a
I was
show?
working on
I was
Euphoria.
working on it. I wasn't, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not an actor.
No, but
I
you
was
were
working on Euphoria too.
That's very cool. I haven't watched the show yet, but I love Zendaya.
Yeah, she's very nice.
Daya? She
Zendaya.
corrected
Zendaya.
one. Was it?
Zendaya.
Daya. Okay, she corrected it on one of her Spider-Man interviews, and I don't remember which one it was. But and I've heard like, so I have a friend. We have a friend that runs a mental health channel, and he did several videos about Euphoria. He was like tapping into the darker side of.
Yeah,
teenage.
working on it was weird. I
worked
mean,
on
it
the
wasn't
pilots.
weird.
I didn't work on the entire season.
Very
I
cool.
worked on like I worked on 3 weeks of it.
There you
What
go.
part did you do?
It was in the like, it was a huge carnival thing.
Okay.
I don't know
were
if it's out now. I don't know what.
Were you shooting or were you an extra?
Yeah, I was an extra.
Oh, very
Nice.
cool. Were you also
I was
an
in
extra?
production.
Oh,
I was
very
PA.
Ah, very cool. That's the thing about
Yeah.
the city. Like, there's always stuff to be working on.
Sure.
Yeah, there's always different facets. This is the land of opportunity here.
Yeah.
There's like so many things. Like literally, I never even plan. Like, I feel like I plan for like the week that I'm in, and then the following week I have no idea what's happening. But then
Yeah.
like, by the time that week comes, that week is like so busy, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm even doing,
Yeah.
or like who I'm seeing, or where I'm going. But like every week is just busy.
It's saying, like, I shared a meme the other day that was like, adulthood is saying, we'll hang out next week when things slow down, and saying it again until you die. Because I feel like every time there's a meeting, it's like, next week will be better, and then like it's a year later.
Yeah.
Like our friend of Flo, she's a songwriter. We're songwriters, so like we
Ah,
collaborated
great.
on something, a major test of strength.
So this shrine, usually what that says, because you'll get like a minor test of strength and a major test of strength. So I'm gonna have to fight something, and since there's water on the ground, I'm probably gonna get electrocuted. So I need. What do I do here? Let's see.
Do you have rubber boots?
That's true. I do have rubber boots.
I love it that's a thing. Like there's semi-logic happening. It's like
So I have this.
it's like can I get a continuing education to get a journeyman's license?
Check them out now. This is the
It's like a rubber suit.
unshockable.
That's so funny.
Why does he look like a girl now?
Yeah, I know, right? You want to? This one
Well,
even
Link
more
is
looks like a
modeled
girl.
after Peter Pan, who was a kid that never grown up.
That makes sense.
You can also just go naked.
Sam's over there with the censor button.
What's even funnier is when you go to talk to the people in the game. If you're like this, they'll say something about it. I'll be like, man, you should put some clothes on. Or if you're standing on top of a table, they're like, that's pretty rude. You're standing on top of the table.
Your butt's touching where I eat.
Yeah. Maybe I could just wear this helmet too and still be naked and still be lightning proof. but I like the outfit better.
Yeah, the outfit looks like a fish is sucking on your head.
Let's see. All right, look around. All right, here we go.
I would love to see a fish sucking on your head.
Oh god, it's a little
But your
guardian.
head's a little too big.
This may be way
For, like,
easier
a
than I
normal
thought.
fish.
And then 20 more pop.
Let's see how agile it is. Oh god, it's really agile.
Oh, this is that soundtrack we described as like a kitten on a
Just
piano.
killed yourself?
Yeah, I shot a bomb arrow by accident. I thought it was a
You
fire
see that
arrow.
all the time in Smash Brothers?
Oh,
Oh, we do Smash Brothers here sometimes too.
yeah.
That's
Brawlhalla
I
I like
also.
playing that game.
Good thing this
Is
just
that how you
starts right
say
here.
that?
again.
Mahala? It's a melee?
Oh,
Wait.
Brawlhalla is the
Bro,
game.
yeah.
There we go. Fire
Um,
arrows.
So anyway, I was saying our friend Flo, we started writing a song, and then like everybody got busy, so we're like, okay, so in a couple weeks we'll like revisit this, you know, and finish it. So like a couple weeks later, we were like, hey Flo, let's finish up the song. So we met up, and we're like, oh cool, we're almost done. Had no idea. And hey, we have Earned Phoenix. That's a great name, by the way. Hi, on Mixer. What's up?
One hit, baby.
And
Yeah, one hit. That was,
I wasn't.
you called that.
He
You called that
shot me
straight up.
right in the face.
So we met up like a couple weeks later, and we were like, yeah, it's been a little longer than a couple weeks, right? And Flo's like, guys,
Fatality.
it's been so long since we started the song. She had moved back to Canada, lived there for a year, and then been back in LA for another year. It's been over 2 years. Everyone's like,
I need to use my shield.
LA!
Time works differently here.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, I met up with a friend. Now, she claims, like, you know, we're, like, best friends and everything like that. And I'm like, not best friends see each other. So, my thing is, I'm like, the last time I saw this girl was on Thanksgiving last year. And then it took a whole 9 or 10 months to see her again.
Oh, wow.
Before almost every month she's like, when can I see it? And I was like, and then every time she's free, I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
things pop up.
Yeah, things change all the time.
And then so I'm like, I don't know. And then also it's like, I'd have to go to downtown LA, and the parking is just like, no.
If you want friends and you move to downtown LA, you're covering
It
parking.
looks like the Master
Yeah.
Sword from back in the day, but it's just a royal claymore.
That one right there.
It looks like a Master Sword from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Probably modeled after it.
Well, this is the Master Sword.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
I can't equip it because I have the thing, but
Right.
it does kind of look like it.
Earn Phoenix says, LOL, you suck. I'm assuming that's when you got shot in the face.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Yannicka says, very brave to stand still in the face of your enemies. Was that more of a forgetfulness thing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
More things I can blow myself up with.
No, I hear you. Like, it's another thing in LA is like,
It's like, unless you're not actually like working on something together or like doing something cool that would either benefit one or both of you, it's like, do I want to spend my time and like end up possibly spending an entire day of my life
yeah.
doing
Throwing
nothing?
traffic into it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it'd take an hour to go 3 miles.
Oh, yeah.
And it's ridiculous. So it's like, we live in Long Beach, so when we get home, we find a place to park and we walk everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
don't drive.
If you live in Pasadena, we'll probably see you next year.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
We're
so
not that far from Pasadena.
So the we almost met up at a beach thing we were going to, and one of the reasons that actually worked out for us was that on top of it being Labor Day weekend, like my birthday was earlier in the week,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
so like thank you, I made it. So it already kind of blocked off that weekend for like taking it a little bit easier. There was a little bit of work, but that day was like, if we spend all day at the beach, that's great. We spent a couple hours, that's great. Ended up being all day. We were there for like till they kicked us out. Also, if you see him without a shirt on, it's the same color as the shirt. He turned into a lobster. But besides that, like you're right though, it's tough. It's not even that you're trying to like take advantage of people. It's just that like you're prioritizing only work.
Yeah,
And
because
then
it's like
that's
here,
it, you know?
and it's hard too because almost everyone that's here is a creative of some sort. So it's like, well, if you're gonna see this person, you may as well like do something cool or do something fun or like something along the lines of like what you're both trying to do anyway.
That was,
'Cause-
yeah, and it was funny. So there's a crew of us that like do hang out together at YouTube Space and everything, but once again, it's mostly for work.
Yeah.
And I want to say a year or two ago, one of the friends, like, he's in a band, and he put on a concert. So all of us were like, let's go. And then when we all arrived at the venue, had realized we had never hung out outside of a work situation. Even when we were just hanging out, it's like, oh, we're filming a vlog of the barbecue, or we're doing something. There's always some sort of element of work. And this was like a concert that was like in a bar in Hollywood that like you could vlog a little bit, but you're not gonna vlog the whole concert and stuff. So everybody was saying around like, what do we do? Like, we've only ever known each other in this context of working on something, you know? And it was kind of fun, like trying to figure out how to have fun with friends. Like, hey, you want a drink? I don't know. Like,
mini golf?
Yeah.
Mini golf.
PK Patil, hello. Hey, what's up? We're playing
Yes!
DLC Pack 2 of Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. I said that backwards, but
It's alright, I say it.
we're here with
all different
Megan
ways.
and Dustin, who you can check out on Instagram and YouTube. Because you mostly vlog on YouTube, right?
That and like, I mean, so what I've seen based on views, what I should be doing and not be vlogging, is like how-tos or just like informational stuff.
See, this girl right here, she graduated high school at 16, went to makeup school, so she's an amazing makeup artist. She graduated makeup school at 18. She's just phenomenal. Then she became a photographer. So now she's, you know, creating things on the face and taking pictures of it. So she's just this amazing creative person.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, you
So
definitely capitalize on that.
Yeah.
with that, it's like, what was I even talking about? What were we talking about?
Your YouTube.
Oh yeah,
To-dos
oh yeah.
and how-tos.
Okay, yeah, so ever since I got my hair like cut short, as of
I saw your like things you wish you would have known for getting a pixie cut.
yeah, so those did really well because like people want to know because like the amount of girls that actually get a pixie cut is far few and in between.
Okay.
On top of the girls that get a pixie cut and film about it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's even less.
Yeah.
Because there's 1,000,001 hair tutorials out there, but
Yeah.
not on short hair.
Yeah.
So like at least, and plus I've watched enough videos for myself for like personal knowledge of like, should I do this? Should I, you know, and then like of what to expect kind of thing. I feel like those type of videos for situations that you know you're in and not many other people are, I
Yeah.
feel like are the best to kind of like go for.
That's something I've learned too, is like if you're in either dealing with something or in a lifestyle,
Yeah.
there's a lot of other people that probably are as well. Now, if people are making content about it, is another question. I use kind of like, this is a bigger example, but like there's a new movie that came out called Blinded by the Light. Anybody that follows me or RKVC on socials know that I love that movie. Like when it came out, when we saw the early screening, like a few months before it came out, I was like an emotional wreck. And then the movie came out, it was even more like, I loved it. It had like organic representation, but at the same time it was like my story and everything. But I got to talk to the screenwriter and the director, and it's based on the screenwriter's life, like his upbringing and everything. And he was like, I was like, thank you for this movie. Like it made my 13-year-old self not feel alone, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, I was just, because he wrote a memoir, which the movie is based off. He's like, he was just trying to get his story out there.
Yeah.
And now he's discovering like, there's
So
so many kids that like, were like me growing up, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's true of like a lot of people, you know, like, are trying to like right now I'm into Mortal Kombat, you know, and I like look up Mortal Kombat. There's not that many Mortal Kombat video game creators outside of people who are just playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, so there's maybe 4 or 5 channels that at least I can see that are like telling you the history of stuff, like how to find things, how to do things. And over half of them are like just garbage. But the information is there, so I'm still watching it. So it's like someone, I wish I could do it, I'm just not a filmmaker. If someone's like really into Mortal Kombat, that's another thing. The host has to be in it. They can't be reading off a script, you can tell.
Yeah.
If somebody's like in Mortal Kombat and they can make content, they would kill right now. Because there's a new game, there's so much information that's just like not happening.
Yeah.
And I think the most...
Didn't you just die like 3 seconds ago?
It's hilarious. So I walked into that room, and 2 of them fell, and I went to the right and shot this one, and this one shot me. So this time I went in, I shot that one first and that one, and then something up top shot me.
So now it's right, left, up, down,
Yeah.
select,
Yeah.
A,
It's
B.
like the with the code.
Konami code?
Konami code.
I was looking up Konami code like what 6-7 years ago. Apparently, there's so many websites with different types of Konami codes all around. There's
Yeah, like I
just
think
things.
Google had one for a while
they
too.
did.
So that's fun. Have you guys been to YouTube Space?
I've been there
has,
once.
I
So Konami used to be next door. And then I don't know if they went left or Google bought them. I have a feeling Google bought them and turned it into their cafeteria. So that's funny to have that Google money. Take like a multi-million-dollar corporation and be like, that's our cafeteria. But yeah, like doing content, because I think the only other girl with short hair video creators that I've seen, I can't remember her name, I think it's Hannah something, that accidentally, like, she used hair relaxer. So have you seen this? So it's a white girl, and she used hair relaxer, not knowing that most white girls don't use that. And even if you're the right person to use it, you don't use it very carefully.
What is
Relaxer.
Yeah.
So it like, if you're like an ethnic woman, sometimes like if you use it to straighten out your hair.
Okay.
For her, she already had straight hair, and it was not coarse enough to have put in. It just burned her hair off.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video.
And she actually got famous from it because a bunch of like African American creators were reacting to a white girl using hair relaxer.
Yeah.
Then she was kind of forced into the pixie cut thing.
Well, she was kind of forced in pixie cut as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
because so I've had red hair for like a little over 2 years.
Okay.
That's actually how we got together and made fun of her hair, because I have naturally red hair.
She has
and I'm
naturally
like,
red hair.
Hey, is your hair natural or not?
Oh,
And she
no.
said it wasn't. I'm like, poser. No.
Yeah.
that caught her. That was the hook.
That was funny.
I'm glad
So
no one saw that.
anyway, so I had red hair for like a length of time, but I really wanted blonde hair, like dirty blonde hair.
Okay,
I just
wow.
like wanted to know what I'd look like with
Yeah.
dirty blonde hair, because I could kind of tell like it would work, because
Yeah.
I've seen people that look similar to me that I'm like it would work.
Uh-huh.
So really wanted to get that done, and I have been told by so many like hair stylist people that like going from red to blonde is the hardest to go to. It would damage your hair the most. Like it's because because the red hair dye has like specific things in it that like no matter what you do, like it just has that pigment like because it's
gotcha.
so vibrant,
Yeah.
I guess. So I was told so much to go against it, and then I had looked it up,
forgot
and
the
like it would
dodge.
cost so much to get it done, and
Clean
then
out
you
the red and then
you have to keep going like every 3 or 4 weeks to like get
Yeah.
it like toned and like get it to the right color to even
Yeah.
like.
It's
And
a
I was
lot
like,
of
that's just a
stress
lot
to
of
the hair,
work.
too.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
like,
you
that's
just buy
so
a
much
wig at
work.
that point.
So I was like, you know what, forget it kind of thing. But then like, of course, we're walking around at Vaughn's at like 11 something at night, and then
That's what you do at Vaughn. You don't go during the day. You go there
No,
almost.
we're
when it's
usually
closed.
there. We
Yeah.
usually there after the
yeah,
lunch
that's
hours.
actually the worst
Yeah.
time to close because only 1 or 2 employees are working the cash register, and then there's long ass lines because
Yeah.
everyone thinks to go at 11 p.m.
Yeah, if you go to Ralph's, they're self-checkout.
Yeah.
Well, they're self checkout at Vaughn's too, but they usually close them like late.
They
Yeah.
come around 10. Self-checkout.
Yeah, self-checkout. So we go to Vaughn's, and then he sees that there's blonde hair dye, and he like showed me, and I was like, should I? And he was like, no, why not?
Yeah, you never know.
Like 10
Well,
bucks.
actually, I didn't even say it. I just showed it to her, and like, she's like, yeah, let's get it. I'm like, it probably won't work. She's like, no, let's just try.
Yeah.
She's
Like,
the one who said
what's
try. I didn't say try.
the worst to happen.
It's spending
right?
money. I don't like spending money unless
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
So I was like, sure, like let's try it. And then I even told him because I had been wanting to get like a pixie cut for a while anyway, and I was like, you know what? If I'm not gonna get it now, I'd get it after I dye my hair blonde because it would be so damaged. Like I knew my hair would get damaged. And then what do? We dye it. It turns fire orange.
Holy
like
crap.
fire orange.
No, it literally is like the longer it goes, it starts out blonde, then goes red, and super orange,
So it's
like
that-
a
Yeah.
fire.
I wonder,
Great.
is your, you don't mind me asking, is your hair like normally brunette or dark?
Normally
Like-
brunette, like dark brunette.
She recently just dyed it again red,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
kind of turns.
So like mine's like jet black. When people say like, oh, it's like dark brown, like no, it's like black.
Black, yeah.
So like in college, there's some old roommates that have blackmail photos out there of me, but like I tried bleaching it, and actually the girl I was dating at the time like tried to help me bleach it, but I had to leave it in so long that like chunks would just like burn out, you know.
Oh my god.
But even then, it was like that fire orange.
Yeah.
Because that's as light as this goes. I'm sure there's a professional out there that knows a way to like do it in stages.
Oh yeah.
So that actually, but as far as like a home kit thing, it's just like,
Yeah, no.
this is gonna be orange now. That's
Yeah, so I was like fire orange, and I was like, well, I guess I have to keep doing it till it, gets like blonde. So I kept doing it, and then it ended up being like, even so, only the roots really got like blonde, and then the rest of my hair was like tingy orange because because the roots were like brown because my hair had grown out a little bit. So that dyed easier than like the rest of my hair that was red. So it just looked weird, and then when it was wet,
I did it again.
When it,
You can't run up walls, right? This isn't Assassin's Creed.
I keep trying to hit the jump button as soon as I see him get to that lip, and I hit it, and he just walks right instead of jumping. He just walks right off the edge.
So are you thinking about doing more like hair-related content then?
well, so I figured right when I got it cut, I was like, you know what? I may as well make a couple pixie cut videos since I know that has been trending for a while. And then, oh, sorry. And like I know it probably do well, and of course it did way better than anything that I posted because it was that specific content. And I had done, I guess, a bit of research, but like I had already looked up the type of videos of like similar to what I'd be making to see what some things I could say that haven't been said before. And then like making it like somewhat funny, like, oh my god, you're gonna wake up with a faux hawk that you don't want, like
it's funny.
stuff like that. Like people don't think that far ahead, and then don't sleep with product in your hair because you're gonna it's gonna just stick and you won't be able to like recover.
It's funny, like, I totally lost track of what I was going to say. There's something to, and even, it's good to do research on, like, what hasn't been done yet, but also not to worry too much about it, because...
Oh, yeah, I didn't worry...
Look at Tarantino, I mean, all his movies are, like, related.
Well, even for, like, for YouTubers, so specifically, I don't know if you're familiar with Kat Flag. She's a friend of ours. She's a pretty, like, she's a pretty, like, popular transgender YouTuber, and she was moderating a panel of LGBTQ creators, and at VidCon, and at the end they had Q&A, and a younger gal,
Oh my god, I did it! Thank God.
a younger gal asked, she's like, I'm starting a YouTube channel, but I want to do some videos on, and actually she said what video she was going to do, but I don't think we can say it on this stream without getting demonetized. But it's very useful content, specifically having to do with like female hygiene and all that stuff. But she was like, I want to do it, but she was like, all you guys have already done videos about that, and all the creators kind of said like, yeah, but here's the thing, sometimes people just might not like my face, but they like yours, or they might not like my face or my voice, and they like yours, or you have a little small different like experience with it you can inject into there and stuff. And she was like, so you might want, or my video's old or whatever. And then Kat had the VidCon quote of the year. She was like, listen, if kids are still thinking that it's a good idea to make a gaming channel in 2019, there could be another LGBTQ channel. I was like, fair enough,
Yeah.
So.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good job.
A while back, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to dye my hair. Now, why would someone with auburn red hair decide to dye their hair? Well, when you have something that sticks out like a sore thumb, you kind of want to be like everyone else. And I was curious what brown hair would be like, so I decided to dye my hair brown.
Have you shown me
No one
pictures?
noticed.
No one noticed.
Because my hair's already like a brownish
like
red, and I usually wear a hat.
Yeah.
So you keep it. If I take the hat off, run around the sun for a while, it turns like a little bit red.
It turns
orange.
like this.
It turns like this.
Yeah.
If I keep it there, it looks brown.
But in the hat, like his hair just looks brown.
When I was younger, I played tennis in high school. When we do like the all-day practices, after like a week of that, my hair would eventually just kind of turn red because like the sun bleaching and stuff. So I guess it's something.
See, so my hair, my natural hair, never like slightly, but not to the point where I could tell, would get lighter in the sun. But at the same time, I don't really go in the sun.
Yeah.
And however, with getting my hair, ever since I've been dyeing my hair, whenever it's red, it takes about like 3 weeks to a month. And if I'm like outside at all, like it could just be one day of like 4 or 5 hours that I'm outside, and then my hair's like at least 2 shades lighter.
Gotcha.
And it's like a completely different shade of red. See, whenever I dye my hair, it usually like ends up being a darker color just because I have naturally brown hair, and then so it's not gonna look like the freaking package, like it's not. So this ends up being like, you know, purpley or like very, very dark, like almost black. It's like a plum red-ish color. That's kind of like what this is.
Yeah.
And then after a few weeks, they just dyed it like a week or 2 ago. So after a few weeks, then it like gets lighter, and then like after a month and a half, it ends up being like this color that I'm like, what was it before?
Yeah.
And then I dye it again, and then go through the whole process again.
Yeah.
But
to diverge this conversation just a little bit. Now, this sword, the Obliterator.
Yeah.
Now, you said this is a trial. This is like a gameplay trial where you get it for free play. Oh, okay, I thought it might have been like a trial in the game, in-game.
Oh,
trial.
it is in-game. Sorry.
Oh, in-game trial.
Yeah.
So
this, the second.
So once the trial's over, do you keep the weapon, or what's going on with that?
I think what I get is actually a motorcycle, which is kind of cool.
You trade the most powerful weapon for a motorcycle.
I know.
That's great. Much?
Oh yeah, these are trials as in challenges, not like samples.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So could you beat the game with this and just forsake the motorcycle? Just keep playing the regular path and stuff?
Yeah, I could just. I already beat the game, so there's not really anything left. This is actually one of the only things left I have to do.
Earn Phoenix, thanks for the follow. Also, I don't know if that's part of the chat we're not seeing.
yeah, it was like, hey man, sorry.
They're saying, hi man, sorry, then yes. I'm not sure. Let's know what you're responding to. Like, it might have been previous in the conversation, just not realizing. It was funny, on our last live stream on our channel, we had a little window popped up so we could watch some of our old videos.
Yeah,
so
I
I pulled up our live stream that we were
I could definitely
doing,
go up there and do
so
it.
you can see like just keep mirroring in, but we can also see the delay cycle.
Oh.
Because I tried doing the wave and it was like really slow. It was like, 30 seconds later. That'd be cool though. I mean,
oh shit! I didn't even realize.
Shoot him! Kill him!
Of what?
if you're already doing
because this kind of
like the short hair thing anyway in real life, might as well. You're a photographer, might as well like make content from it and see if it flies. You know, because you're actually in the experience of it now.
Yeah.
And it'd be quite inconvenient for someone who's not in the experience to try to like do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also I'm also like trying to think. This past month has been like chaotic, so like I like totally zipped away from. But before I was like pretty much on top of everything.
Yeah.
As far as like the filming goes, I think I have about 6 or 7 videos. I just have not finished editing yet that I have to like put up. I don't even remember what they are.
Yeah.
I remember what one is. I don't remember what the rest are. But because I filmed like every other day just about, and I would just keep filming because I filmed just everything. I was like, may as well. If it's something that could be beneficial to somebody, I'll film it.
Yeah, you never know. Actually, I just watched a documentary last night about the you know the meme of the little blonde girls, can you not? She's like got the buck teeth and she's like did a documentary. I watched a documentary about her, and she's like almost 10 years old now or something. And they talked to her mom. It all came from a YouTube video that they posted on their YouTube channel, not as a business. Like they used their YouTube channel like YouTube used to be used for sharing videos with family. And the video just like went viral, like 18 million views. Because the first one was them surprising the older daughter with a trip to Disneyland. And the girl that's the meme of the younger daughter, she was just a baby. And then like that video accidentally just went viral. So 3 or 4 years later, they decided to surprise the older daughter again with a Disneyland trip. And so they're like, well, the first one went viral, so let's do this one. So they did that same thing when they panned over the sister making the like, face, and it like took off from there. They were like every morning show and everything. And you just never know. It's like it's a move, you know, like.
Yeah. Seriously, like you don't know what's gonna hit.
Hi, little guy.
Like every time I look at those like couple videos now, like every time I look at it, there's just more and more views on it, and I'm like, I haven't even been on YouTube, like this past month.
Shit. If I didn't have this armor on, I would have froze to death right there. Like these guys, when you hit them, they do that freeze attack.
So it's around 4,
White
so maybe
choo-choo jelly?
Yeah,
maybe we'll try another trial and then start wrapping up.
This is the last one, actually.
Oh, cool. Will we finish, or are we gonna extend this to next week? Find out now.
Right now.
Find out now what happens next week on
Right now.
Right Now.
So I saw Ern Phoenix was saying sorry because he said you suck originally.
Oh yeah,
But
no worries. I know I suck. I've actually been doing all right. We're getting through these. We're on our third one. The whole last stream, I did only one.
so you know,
All spikes.
Yeah,
actually,
it was too.
a funny testament to like kind of doing what's true to you on social is
Path of
not gonna
Love.
call them out because they're still like really close friends, but there was another set of friends that we did a gaming channel with separate from our channel, and when we started it, we were like gung ho, like we're gonna have fun because
Yeah.
we were getting together one night a week to play video games. That was the time we allotted to be buds, like play video games. We're like, well, like you said, if we're getting together
if you're
anyway,
gonna do it. Yep.
let's record it. And originally it was like Game Grumps style, where like we weren't on camera, we're just recording the screen, and then we just upload that with the microphones of whatever we're talking about.
So I'm guessing I can't get hit by these lasers.
Well, why don't you just walk in and try? Try and give one a high five.
That's a lot.
Is this gonna cut my head off? Maybe.
You play the Mission Impossible theme right
Right.
now.
I wish I had like a thing that would illuminate, because I don't have any weapons other than this obliterator.
So with this gaming channel, we there was this ongoing like thing where their thing was like, well, we can play whatever we want because we're just having fun anyway. So we were like, cool. Both of us love retro games like SNES, Sega games, and they're like, that's not really popular. It's like, okay. And then I was like, I love Mortal Kombat, so like maybe one of these we can play. They're like, no Mortal Kombat. I'm like,
Whoa.
so what can we play? And they're like, well, anything. I'm like,
But
we
clearly
play one
not
of the two other things we just
anything.
mentioned. And they're like, nah, this is not popular enough. I'm like, then what? Then you tell us what you want to play. I'm like, oh, anything, man. I'm like, okay. So it went like, we did the channel for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and the thing was like we were just chasing. Our
Great.
friends that were running channel were chasing trends, and it never really picked up steam. It actually did well. Like in 3 months, we got like 100 subscribers, which I feel like is like,
It's pretty good.
well, yeah, we didn't do that like when we tried before,
Yeah.
you know. So that was pretty decent for like a couple months, and then. But we were like, why did we lose the we're just hanging out anyway, so why don't we film it thing, you know? So fast forward, Mobcrush approached us about like doing this show. We were like, let's play Mortal Kombat. That's one effing thing that we couldn't do, and retro games.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat, and Sam can correct me if I'm wrong, I think at the time was like the best performing content on this channel.
Oh, yeah.
The Mortal Kombat streams. And then when we did the first DLC stream, it was the #1 Mortal Kombat stream on Facebook for that day and stuff. And now we're playing this, and it's doing almost as well. So we're like, and these were two things that we don't have any strategy about because we're songwriters. We don't know like what video game is going to trend or whatever. He likes Zelda, I like Mortal Kombat, and all you guys do too. And so, you know, if you have friends like ours that were like, no, this is trending, this is a strategic way to do it, be like, I love you,
Pot
but
roast.
screw off.
Barbecue.
You know, like, I'm gonna do something I like.
Yeah.
So if you're already like doing stuff like in your case right now with like, your hair and everything, and it happens to cross section
Yeah.
with like this could probably be something there's like a need for it.
Yeah, because like I've seen
As
so many like YouTubers and stuff that I watch, and like one for instance, like I think she's been doing it for like 4-ish years.
Mhm.
And she hasn't like grown like a substantial amount in the sense of like how other YouTubers do with like trending things, because she doesn't do trending things.
Yeah.
But she does make a full-time living off it, and she has like 4 kids.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, and she's able to like maintain
Yeah.
everything, and just got a new house and everything because of
Yeah.
YouTube. And it's
Bandas.
and it's like
No.
you know, she has about like 750,000 subscribers, which is
Yeah.
a substantial amount.
Yeah.
But at the
3/4
same
of a million,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like other people, like, you know, like beauty gurus have grown like in 2 years and get like over 10 million subscribers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like it's just a different thing. But at the
Yeah.
same time, she's doing like organization stuff and cleaning stuff and like mom thing
Yeah.
and like mom, you know, like mom advice and stuff like that. But she's able to make a full-time living off it
Yeah.
because it's the also the watch time too, because it's like
Yeah.
because it's actual informative stuff and it's not like clickbait. like most things are now,
Yeah.
she at least gets like enough back
Like,
from it, you know?
Yesterday we finally hit like 4,000 subs on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a small milestone, but we're really appreciative because like we grew slowly, but all 4,000 people are like on board, like, and we
Yeah, it's just like building like a solid team
Yeah.
that even like wants to like keep sharing your stuff and keep, you know.
And then beforehand, like last year, we were at like little over 3K, and we have like one of our YouTube friends specifically I could think of had like 500,000 subscribers, and we made more income from our channel than they did because our subscribers, even though fewer, they were all engaged.
Yeah.
And she had like maybe a 2% engagement or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I would rather grow slowly and make sure like everybody's on board with what we do. So
Yeah.
that's what we're really grateful for. And Yannick, just congrats. Thank you. Actually, it's funny. Once again, it was something that wasn't planned. Like people asked like what our strategy was for that. We're just, our philosophy is like make good shit and do it, like, and that's what we're doing. So like we did that,
You're
but
really
then
freaking good.
yesterday our friend Ali Spagnola, if you don't watch, you should check out. Same thing, she was doing her channel for a long time, and then about 3 months ago or so just like went viral, went from like 4,000 views a video to like 4 million.
Yeah.
Because she started doing songs of one popular song in the style of like an opposing genre. So her first viral video was, and you might have actually seen this because it seems like everyone in the world was suggesting this video, but it was What If Billie Eilish's Bad Guy was done by Meghan Trainor.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
haven't
saw
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the suggestion of it on my thing.
And she has several other ones,
Yeah.
and we work a lot together in the behind the scenes on the music part of it.
Okay.
And so yesterday she released a video. So 2 days ago, she was like, I have this idea. I want to do Panic at the Disco. Hey Ma, I made it in the style of Adele. But I want to shoot the music video in IKEA, like guerrilla style. So she texted us. She's like, "You guys down?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm a little hungover because the day before was my birthday, but like let's do it. So we like went to IKEA. I won't say which one. You guys can probably figure it out if you watch the video. But like, no permission, and we like had planned. Like she had rehearsed because she's the only ones acting, and the two of us were like filming stuff for her. And she rehearsed everything so she could just get in one take. We're like, we got to get at least one take in before they kick us out, because it wasn't like a small thing. Like she brought like an electric piano in, like ice cream. She wore a bathrobe. We had like a wardrobe. She had makeup. She did makeup in like one of the fake bathrobe sets
Oh, okay.
and stuff. Like you can see all of this in the video.
That's awesome.
Shield.
When is it coming out?
It came out yesterday.
Okay.
And she was nice enough.
Why isn't
like,
that killing it?
normally we just help friends out, and our friends help us out, and then sometimes people shout each other out. But
Yeah.
One hit obliterated my ass.
He was shielded. He was closed. When they're closed, they're shielded. And do you have fireproof boots? Because the fireproof
Oh,
boots
yeah.
could have helped you through your fire.
That's
So
like
it
the
was
strategy.
Why didn't you put on your mirror laser-proof armor?
Alright.
Dude, mirror laserproof armor would be dope.
Isn't that just wearing a mirrored
Just
shirt?
regular, yeah,
Mirror?
Hey,
polished armor.
don't take away from the cool illusion.
So we
It's just
so
mirrors.
the video came out yesterday, and we knew she was doing this because we filmed the outro together. But she was like, "These guys made this possible," and that little shout out, like even right now, my phone's been buzzing because like people are subscribing and following. It worked out though because she did. So she kind of does commentary on the song. So she's like, "This is why we'll do some things that Adele does that it's for the Panic at the Disco song and make it sound sad." Sometimes she explains why, but mostly it's just like, oh look, she does this piano line, so let's do this and this.
Yeah.
We just so happened to, like over a year ago, put a video out of why Adele songs make you sad based on music theory. So it was like a perfect fit. She's like, go to their channel if you want to see why it makes you sad.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like worked out. I mean,
That's
it's
cool.
funny because it's an old style video, and we've done that style video in an updated format. So
Yeah.
I changed the cards on the video. Like, if you like this, check out the upgrade.
That's funny.
But yeah, so it ended up being not even really a collab that pushed us over the 4K mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Remember the
So,
first
like-
one you stepped on it, you died? It
Oh.
could have been avoided.
I got the whole. So I haven't been consistent
No, actually,
whatsoever
Yeah.
on YouTube because I'm like I would love to, but I feel like because we just got. So now we have like 2 apartments in the same building.
Wow.
So we had just moved half our stuff in one of them.
Yeah.
so moved.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half ago, and then like his friend ended up needing a place to stay, ended up staying up in one of the places for like a few weeks.
Mhm.
So like haven't actually known what a routine would be
Yeah.
What
yet.
is routine?
So it's kind of like we use one as like a bedroom, one as living room, kitchen, like
Oh, gotcha,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
like 2-story, but like
So you guys spread out.
like
Yeah.
giant spread out
I
Yeah.
beat it, y'all.
house.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Now Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
Little blow dart. It's actually this guy in this temple. He kills me at the end. This old monk.
I
It's good.
thought it was I thought that was the bad. It's gonna come up and just like what?
I'm glad
He
that.
returns, Fraser pops out. Says, run!
I'm actually really happy that there wasn't a big bad. 'Cause that was way
So
easier.
what you're
So it's just been a lot of like moving and
Yeah.
things the past 2 months and settling. So I've been like inconsistent. Like I love doing it. I'm choking on the Hello Panda.
Uh-oh. You alright?
Yeah. So I was like, I couldn't really like. I mean, granted, I've had time, but also it's been really hot and I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the heat affects too much.
No, I
Like
agree.
more than I'd like it to. But regardless of all that, finally got over the 100 subscribers
Oh, nice,
this
congrats.
morning actually.
Oh, wow, congrats.
I got the little thing. But one of the hair videos, I checked it last week. It got over 1,600 views,
Nice.
which I was like, okay.
Yeah, follow that stuff up.
Yeah, I was like,
Our first viral video for us was 7 types of people at Guitar Center,
Mm-hmm.
and we immediately did 7 more types of people at Guitar Center, but we did only commenters.
oh, okay.
It did almost just as well, like just barely less
Uh-huh.
than the original one and stuff. And then we continued to follow up to like 7 types of guitar, 7 types of bass players.
Yeah,
Thankfully, that trend like faded off
yeah.
because we were a little bit tired of doing it, but we were also like just running out of ideas. We watched so many instruments
Yeah.
to do that. But now we're doing like music, essays, and
Yeah.
stuff, and our own music. Actually, to this day, from the beginning to now, the best performing content for us is our original music, which we couldn't be more thankful for because a lot of people like have to do covers or comedy sketches and stuff, and we can do that, but our best performing is always the original music out, like audio out.
That's cool.
You know, the 7 types. Have you ever tried to parody like 7 types of certain players?
Well, we did do like air guitarists, you know, and we did 7 types of musicians friends, hoping that would trick like the musician's friend, like musician's friend. I don't know. I think it came across as like too bit sarcastic and hateful.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to follow up because like you just don't know. Like so many, and starting with something that's genuine to you works out too. I don't know if you know Megan Tonjes. She's an OG YouTuber. She's another close friend, but she's made videos about this. But she's also said like if you are one of those people like sculpt a narrative around your character, that's what you have to keep up forever.
Yeah.
And then it comes to a head, and that's where you see all the cancel, and, you know, all that stuff happening. But like, if you're you from day one, and it pops off, then you don't have that much more work to do. Like, you might change as a person, and hopefully your audience like grows with you.
Yeah.
But if you're just like a totally different person, and then you like are tired of doing it at one point,
Yeah, like what is it? Like Miranda Sings.
yeah.
Like that's such a character. That
Like,
is-
luckily, she has 2 separate successful channels. that
Yeah,
she-
luckily that. But like, I'm like, how does she do it for so long? You know,
I
like.
think hers was I'm not saying it's easy, but I feel like it was a little bit easier because she made it very clear that was a character.
Yeah.
Some people like they make the character the
Them,
real
but
version.
like not them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna call some people out here. Like, some people are good people that do it, but it seems really hard. Like when I hear people talk about like I have to do this all the time. Like that sounds exhausting. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So update. Now that I finished all those shrines, 4 more shrines showed up.
Ooh.
So there's one here that I'm gonna go to, and then there's another one all the way over here, another one all the way over here. So basically, in each area where the great beasts were, like the divine beasts. Sorry. So I'm gonna do this divine beast first. His name was Beast Va Naboris. I just want to see what it is,
Yeah.
because I don't even know what it is.
So while let's just check that out. You guys, real quick, like, just wrap up for everybody where they can find you and what hair video to check out.
The This is not a hair.
Hair.
video.
We'll mention yours.
Oh.
You said you were gonna mention it.
Yeah.
You can find me at Instagram at the Dustin Godwin.
What's your
Cool.
YouTube?
It's not really that public yet. I don't really promote it a lot 'cause I don't really do a lot on it.
Oh, gotcha. You do some
But
manscaping
you
videos.
will.
How to treat your beard with beard oil.
There you go.
Actually, surprisingly, beard oil does really work.
It does. I
We-
love beard oil.
Just
He
in our
tested it in the mall once.
just
A few
in
days
amazing.
ago.
just in our circle of friends, we know 3 different beard company
Yeah.
Really?
owners and stuff. So it's a big business because women have had like the cosmetics industry for like decades, and I think like we're just now in 2019 like it's okay for guys to have hygiene products as well.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden it's like boom, you know, like
I mean, I like see guys at Sephora all the time, like getting makeup and stuff.
Mhm.
Just like,
Yeah. I-
just because you can.
Yeah.
There's nothing that says you
Why
can't.
not?
yeah.
There was a commercial for Revlon's like lipstick,
Mhm.
and they're saying it like that it's like it's happiness, like wearing makeup is happiness.
Yeah.
And it was women's lips, and then it was men's lips
Mhm.
with the makeup on too. And I was like, whoa, that's really like forward thinking there.
Our
Yeah.
friend Scott Nicewander has a channel called Nerd Sync, and
Master
just
Sword.
just because he likes it, he started like painting his nails like not quite black, but like darker colors and
Yeah.
stuff. You know?
Beams with it.
And I guess he was hanging out. He tweeted this out, so this is not like a private story. He tweeted out a story about like him with his family and one of his younger nephews was like, "Why do you paint your fingernails? Only girls paint fingernails."
Mhm.
And he's like, "No, man, you can just do them because you want to." And he's like, "Ew, it's the girl thing."
Yeah.
And then like I forget like one of the other nephews or nieces was like, "I think it's pretty," and it's like,
You know what's
Cool.
hilarious too is that most people don't think about, but it's like at the same time, it's like every movie and television show they do makeup on guys.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do their nails. They do everything. It's like what?
so I posted to that thing, not calling out the kid because it's the kid, but
Yeah.
like the things the kid's been taught.
Yeah.
There's that. You remember that Dr. Seuss book, like "Oh, the Places You'll Go"?
Mhm.
Someone had photoshopped it, so it's like, "Oh, the things you'll have to unlearn to become a halfway decent person."
All right.
And I was
You'll
like,
have to unlearn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, the world needs this meme to become a real book more than ever. Like,
Well, back in the day, pink and blue used to mean 2 different things. Pink wasn't just women. Pink
Yeah.
was actually for boys, and blue was for girls, and then it got switched in the 1930s or 40s.
you know what's funny is, did you see that they like I don't know if it was an official thing, but someone had come up, some conservative group had come up with a straight pride flag. Okay, if all you guys can do this homework is because we're wrapping up here, but when you get off here, like take a look. In a non-derogatory term, it looks gay as hell. And a bunch of LGBT groups were like tweeting this out, and they're like, I think those are like the bi flag colors or lesbian flag colors and stuff too. It's like they're just like clueless. But it was really funny because it's like a light shade, it's like a cornflake blue and like a pastel pink, you know. And it was like, who designed this, you know?
That's weird. I haven't seen that.
You fired the graphic designer.
Right. But I don't know. That was fun. Anyway, so like he was like, man, these kids that like already have built into them these things that they think for no other reason just because they were told. You know, so it's interesting. Anyway, that was a long outro. And then your Instagram or YouTube? Where you focusing? YouTube.
Yeah.
So Megan Elise.
Megan
know.
Elise. Maeganalys. Elise.
And
Not spelled that way, but Elise.
expect to see more pixie transformation.
Probably.
Pixie
You gotta give him a
transformation.
pixie cut.
I have been wanting to shave his head. His hair is so uncomfortably long when his hat is off.
The hat
Oh, so
hides a lot.
you should do like 1,000 subs hair reveal.
There you go.
I was thinking too,
Well, the
'cause, like,
hat hides the age, and it also hides the hair, and it also hides what does not have hair.
you know what I've noticed is like for a lot of YouTube videos, at the end of them or even the beginning of them, whenever they say, if you can get this video to like 5,000 likes, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'd like to do that. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like,
Yeah.
shave his head, shave my head. I don't know.
There you go.
But like that would be kind of cool because I know that's one way to like get it to share
Yeah.
and stuff.
I got it to the point where I told her that if she got like 800 likes on this one photo, that she could get a pixie cut.
There you go.
Oh no,
She did.
amount of followers.
Oh, amount of followers. Yeah.
Like I think it was like 5,000
I mean,
followers.
is our next big milestone for us is 10K subscribers for YouTube because that unlocks a lot of things on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said like, well, people have been asking us what laundry day looks like for us, and we're like, we'll vlog laundry day. And we hit 10K. So that's the
Yeah, I mean, because you guys wear that.
It's a lot. I'll show you a picture afterwards, and when people see that, like,
I feel like you need to write
you'll
down
see
everything you
I
say
feel
that
like
you're
you
gonna
can't
say
have anything
after.
white
Yeah.
because it'll turn pink.
No, there's no white.
No white.
There's a red pile and a black pile.
That's about it.
Are you two roommates?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Um,
I was like, how would this work without you being roommates? Very hard.
yeah. So, but we're gonna wrap up. I guess we'll continue on the new challenges and trials and stuff next week,
Yeah.
unless there's another federal holiday we're forgetting about.
This opened up to another 4 things I have to do, so it's gonna be fun. And in each one of these 4, it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 places to go for just that one thing.
Oh,
So-
the places you'll go.
Oh, the places I will visit.
But tune in next Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and have your hints ready for Vince for
Yeah.
his next 4 trials. Thanks to Megan and Dustin for joining
Yeah,
us.
thanks, guys.
Make sure to go hang out with them.
I
help
haven't been
throw
looking at
this
the
up.
camera most of the time because whenever I talk to you, I've been looking.
Oh,
That's
that's
fine. This is super casual.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
But yeah, get on Megan's channel now because like a lot of people, want to say they were there when, and this is your chance to be at the ground level for a new creator.
Yeah.
Because I know it sounds stupid. We were at GameStop the other night and they were interviewing like a big gaming YouTuber, and then the host was like, "This gamer started out with 0 subscribers." Like,
No shit.
So did everyone.
I mean, with the exception of like 2 accounts from me and like 1 from mom that I made or something,
Yeah.
But
What up, Star
Like
Wars
everyone
dork?
starts at
Oh,
nothing.
hey, Jeff's here. We're closing off. This is Megan Dustin. You usually watch these later, so you can watch. Vince finished the trials, and then
I finished half, I think.
Then it opened up to more.
So yeah, we're about halfway
It
done.
kind of reminds me of Link's Awakening. Like,
Oh,
when you
which
play-
I want to pre-order.
when
definitely.
you like play the first, like the original. This is a little bit of spoiler if you haven't played this in like 25 years. When you play it, it looks like it's done, but the thing that make you think is the game is actually just the intro.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the game is like 3 times longer than that intro. So,
So exciting.
but anyway,
I
thanks
love
for
everything
joining us.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
thanks,
be
guys.
continuing Zelda next week, and then October 8th.
Make sure to check out more of the Mobcrush tools too, if you guys ever decide to do some streaming.
Okay, well, you'll probably forget this by then, but in October 8th, and you're welcome to join us, Terminator is joining Mortal Kombat 11.
It's a party.
And
We
we'll
get a
be
bunch of
doing
people in
an
here.
all-day stream here.
And
like
everybody
we did
plays.
last couple times. We did Nightwolf, we did Shang Tsung, we did Mortal Kombat. The thing is always a party.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like everyone on Earth is here, and sometimes it's just us. But either way, we'll be playing. I'm excited about Arnold being in here.
Yeah, man.
Kind of being in here. It's his face, but not his voice. I don't know if it's gonna work.
T8000 or 800.
T800, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So
In
we're gonna see
Mortal
how he
Kombat.
plays.
That's great.
And we have PlayStation, so it'll be available right away.
Oh yeah.
How would he fight Scorpion? Just get over here and rip the guy's head off. Like,
Yeah. What does he do?
But yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll be here next week. Join us on our channel Sunday for our normal hangout,
That's right.
and we'll have 5% more of OBS figured out.
Slowly but surely.
All right, see ya.
Now we know layers.